You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susie Sun. Here are your top stories. 16 Orange County Sheriff's SWAT deputies are hurt after an explosion at an Irvine FBI training facility. KCAL News reporter Leslie Marin has the latest.
We're standing at the FBI training facility here in Irvine, and this is where a training with Orange County Sheriff's Department deputies from their bomb squad as well as their SWAT team, they were doing a training exercise when some sort of explosion occurred in one of the training rooms. We're told that in total, 16 deputies were taken to the hospital. We're told the most severe injury was to one's leg. That deputy had to receive surgery. Another one had a superficial wound to their leg. Another one complained of back pain, and 13 others were rushed to the hospital after they complained of dizziness as well as ringing in their ears. We're told out of those 13, most of those have been released and okay to go home. Tonight, we're getting an update on the rest of their conditions, how they're doing tonight. We're also hearing from the Sheriff's Department about what may have happened.
A Pasadena family's search for their missing dog has taken a scary turn. Instead of getting helpful messages, they're getting threats. KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen is working on this story.
This Pasadena neighborhood is the last place the Luca family saw their beloved 2-year-old Rottweiler named Rocco alive. They put posters all throughout the neighborhood, even offering a reward for his safe return. And instead of getting calls from people saying they found Rocco, they've been receiving the opposite. 2 years old, just a puppy. His owner told me that he was going out for his morning walk. He ran outside the front door and she went out to meet him. And just like that, Rocco was gone. Now, these calls the family and texts the family has been receiving are really disturbing. I've seen them. One of them says that we have your dog and we're going to kill him. They ask if they would like to pick up his fur. Just completely disturbing and horrifying messages that this family they've been getting for about a month now. We're going to speak with them tonight. We're going to talk about Rocco. We're also talking to police about the latest on this investigation and bringing him safely home to his family. We'll have the full story for you tonight on KCAL News.
California's Proposition 1 is expected to pass, but by a very slim lead. KCAL News reporter Tom Waite looks at why voters were so split on the mental health initiative.
I'm Tom Waite in Burbank, talking to voters about how they voted on Prop 1. You might have been checking this out. Prop 1 is passing, but barely right now, as the votes are still being tallied. It's just inching over 50%. So, there's some questions like, will Prop 1 actually pass? The folks who are against Prop 1 have conceded that it will probably pass, but it's a very close margin. Now, for those of you who don't remember, Prop 1 is the bond measure that's supposed to address the homeless crisis by creating more beds, more for people who have mental health issues, for addiction issues. But the opponents say it will divert money away from other programs that have been around for a really long time that are helping the unhoused. But the governor, the mayor of Los Angeles, the LA County Sheriff, everybody kind of put their chips on the table. Some of these top leaders saying, pass Prop 1, we need this money, these billions of dollars in bond money to build these beds. So tonight we'll have analysis from some political experts, we'll talk to voters, and we'll have that all for you to kind of lay out what's at stake here for Prop 1.
Well, tonight, TikTok CEO is responding after the House passed a bill that could ban the popular app for the 170 million Americans who actually use it.
Take billions of dollars out of the pockets of creators and small businesses. It will put more than 300,000 American jobs at risk, and it will take away your TikTok.
Now, if the bill does become law, it would give TikTok's Chinese-based parent company ByteDance 6 months to sell the app, or it would be removed from web hosting services here in the U.S. One of the main concerns is China getting access to the personal data of millions. Earlier, we spoke to a cybersecurity expert about the potential national security threat.
Having geolocation data on people, so if you have young people with that may be in the military or things like that, but also really the amount of influence that it has kind of through its algorithms to really drive opinion and drive what we're talking about as a nation.
Well, critics of the bill and content creators on TikTok say a ban would have a devastating impact on their income and livelihoods. President Biden has vowed to sign it if it passes the Senate. Well, turning now to our weather, we are tracking powerful winds and high surf in our region. A live look at Long Beach tonight, which is under a high surf advisory. Dani Ruberti is tracking the latest conditions and what's ahead in your next weather forecast. Hi there, Dani.
Hi, good evening, Susie. Yeah, happy Wednesday, everyone. We are talking strong damaging winds, and we are starting to already see these winds kick into gear, and that's going to be the case going into tonight. This is a live look at Santa Monica right now, and you can see that camera is shaking out there. This is just a taste of what's coming. We have strong Santa Ana winds in store for us. So right now what we're seeing, winds through Santa Clarita into Burbank. This is where they are stronger, and this was expected today. These are those northerly winds. They're going to transition into Santa Ana winds, though, as we go into tonight. Parts of LA County also getting in on this already. Chatsworth seeing gusts nearing 30 miles per hour, 18-mile-per-hour gusts near Burbank. So let's talk about what we are watching. We have a strong Santa Ana wind event that is going to take control tonight into Thursday, and we are talking potentially damaging winds. This is a big event, and we want to keep you prepared. Peak winds are expected Thursday morning, so everything is still on track. That Thursday morning commute, that's going to be the bullseye for this. And then on top of all that, we're going to add an extra layer into all of this. We have a chance for mountain and valley showers by the time we get to Thursday night into Saturday because of the position of this low pressure. So we're going to talk all about this. Let's first talk about who is impacted by these winds. It's everybody shaded in this purple. This is where we're going to see that high wind warning going into tonight. And this includes most of our communities, most of our neighborhoods. So all areas of Orange County included in this. This includes the Inland Empire. We're talking all of our mountains, parts of LA County into Ventura County. The only areas really left out of this, it's going to be the city of Los Angeles into the South Bay area, Rancho Palos Verdes. But even though you're not in that high wind warning, you are still going to get some of those blustery winds moving through. So let's jump right to the timing of all this. Going into tonight, winds are going to increase. This is a look at midnight. You can see our mountains starting to see those blustery winds. That's going to be the case through the Inland Empire, through San Bernardino, and also that continues through Malibu, parts of Ventura County, LA County. Take a look at what happens by 3 o'clock. It starts to strengthen. So these are the kinds of winds that will wake you up in the middle of the night. They're going to be howling. And then once we get to 8 o'clock Thursday morning, this is when we are dealing with our strongest winds. Let me zoom you into a couple different areas. Again, this is 8 o'clock Thursday morning, 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts through parts of Ventura County, LA County. That includes Calabasas into the Santa Clarita Valley. Our mountains getting in on this. So the areas where you see that lighter purple, these are our strongest gusts, 60 plus mile per hour gusts possible through the San Gabriel Valley, the San Fernando Valley. That also includes the Inland Empire, Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana getting in on this. And then Orange County really stretching from San Clemente all the way up to Huntington Beach through Irvine, Mission Viejo, right there along the 5 and the 405. The big concern areas like the 5, it's going to be those crosswinds that are going to make things very difficult tomorrow morning. So travel, it's going to be a tough one. We'll continue to see these winds during the morning Thursday, and then they'll start to relax Thursday afternoon. But still, Thursday overall is going to be a breezy day all day. And then we get to Thursday night, we start to see another uptick up in the mountains, and then we'll start to see those winds dying down once we get to Friday. Still breezy, but you'll notice a significant difference. On top of that, once we get to Friday, there's a chance for rain and snow showers. Coming up on KCAL News at 8, we are going to break down the timing of the rain and the snow, and we'll continue to track these winds for you to make sure you feel prepared going into tomorrow. Susie?
Sounds good, Dani. Thank you so much. Happening right now in Koreatown, Justin Timberlake's free concert at the Wiltern. It's a one-night only performance. The former NSYNC star announced the show just last week. Fans who made requests for tickets on Ticketmaster were randomly selected for this event. We spoke to some fans about their expectations for tonight.
Greatness, because it's the Prince of Pop, Justin Timberlake, so I know it's going to be a great time.
I'm just excited for a new album and kind of a new era of JT.
Well, for those who missed tonight's performance, Timberlake will be back in LA on May 17th at 18th at the Kia Forum, but you'll have to pay for those tickets. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live at 8 here on CBS News Los Angeles.
A student stabbed on campus and police aren't immediately called. A Metro bus involved in a deadly accident just drives off. And a sheriff's lieutenant accused of battering a woman in Beverly Hills. What do all three of these stories have in common? Well, you almost never heard about any of them because of serious problems with public records. Our investigation into government gatekeepers and what they're keeping from you. Thursday at 5, only on KCAL News.